Hey everyone, this is Brian Jones, and we have Robin Baker out in Texas, and we're going over some really exciting things, and it's called talking about closing, sales, doing it the right way, and it's actually very, very simple. So let me tell everyone to refresh all right, your computer, and we won't be too long, but there's going to be a lot of information. There will be a recording. It's going to be fun. If you hear a baby in the background, my son's taking a nap. So we try to squeeze in this webinar really quick. And we'll get things going right now. So hold your questions all to the end. Robin and I are going to have a discussion back and forth. And Robin, this is for you. You said that you want to just improve as far as just the sales side of it, because you can generally believe that's not the problem. But the sales stuff is, you want to work on that. All right, so let's get started.
Okay.
All right, so let me share my screen first. Let me go to, and my screen is now being shared. All right. So there you go. Welcome to the EGN training, Sales Closing Power. Now welcome back. Get back to work. Holiday's over with. Now it's time for us to achieve our 2015 goals. So our topic is learn how to close the right way. There's two different types of styles that we have seen in this business, which is closing. Some folks close, I call it unethically, and those that do it the right way. We're doing this the right way. Question, on a scale 1 through 10, how would you rate your closing skills? All right, if you watch your recording, all right, give yourself a number. Robin, you can share.
Oh my gosh, I just don't do it, Brian. I hate to say 1 or 2 because that seems silly, but I don't do it, so I need help.
All right. All right, that's good. That's good. That's really good. I like it. I like it. Hey, I tell people this.
It's honest.
Yeah, it's the truth.
I have gotten really good at attracting people in to look at the deal, but I can't. Whether it's EGN or my primary MLM, but closing from there is a whole nother story.
Okay. Yep. And especially in a home-based business, my background is in sales, and when it comes down to online marketing, when it comes down to affiliate marketing or just traditional MLM, it is definitely a learning curve, because when I first got it started, I got my teeth kicked out, and I was 200% of a quote, and I said why I can't translate this into this type of industry. So I would give my professional sales skills a 12 out of 10. But when I first did affiliate marketing, online marketing, I give myself a negative 100.
Oh, well, that makes me feel better.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah. So when it comes down to this business of online marketing, and I have looked at every training for every company, whether it's from free or paid traffic, no one never talks about this. They never talk about personal development. Never. Some may say it, but do they back it up? Like, there's going to be some really good content, because it took, man, I've been working on this, and I always wanted to use it, but I was so glad, Rob, that you said, Brian, I want to help me out with this. When I said, oh, this is awesome. But personal development is very important. If you learn how to market, whether it's free or paid, and this makes sense. I know some folks may look at a recording or looking at it live and say, well, Brian, online, I don't want to talk to people. Okay, that's cool, but this business is all about duplication and leverage. If you just want to do things by yourself, to get a regular job and just go up through that corporate ladder, so to speak. But this business is about personal development, and it goes together when it comes down to sales. So I want people to think of themselves being a seed, and we put it in the ground.
Okay.
I have seen so many people will say, well, I want to I I want to um, I want to make a lot of money, $10,000 in 1 week. That is not going to happen. It's not. In this business, give yourself anywhere from, to be honest with you, at the minimum 90 days.
Okay.
Realistically, 6 months. I'm extremely honest when it comes to this business. When you're generating leads in, if for instance, someone, like I tell people this, at the end of the day, sometime during the sales cycle, you will communicate with your prospect. If you have someone that has your own blog, on the bottom of your signature, they will say, contact me, such as Facebook and Skype. If they look at your YouTube video, it will have your Facebook and Skype. When you do your Facebook PPC, it will go to your capture page with your email. They're going to connect with you. So at the end of the day, yes, we have to open our mouths.
Okay.
So we now have to really look at personal development for real. It will go down. But allow yourself to grow. So think of yourself as a seed. You're in the soil, and then you're watering yourself. Our nourishment and our sunlight and our soil is mindset training. Really good mindset training, as well as understanding the marketing business. But when you integrate both of them, that is called growth, also known as personal development. And what will end up happening is that you will understand how to be a player in this wonderful industry, and then by you reproducing means that you're duplicating your team, your C's. So when people do not mature as fast, when people do not grow, when they quit, when they do well and then they just lose their steam, you're saying to yourself, aha, I understand this business and I'm always going. You'll never be satisfied.
Wait, what do you mean? So when they quit,
you always recruiting. You're always generating leads.
Okay. Okay.
That's a great question. Great question. Because I thought when I did MLM the first time, my best friend, older brother, is a six-figure monthly earner, and I'm saying, why are you working hard? He said, Brian, people are going to quit. And I didn't understand because I was too young and naive.
Okay.
And so I was like, whoa, this is pretty important. So this training is for everyone.
Okay. Got it. I hear you.
So now with Entrepreneur Global Network, my favorite section is the daily assignment, but my other section is the personal development. If someone is brand new, if they're a novice, forgive me when I say this, but they should not read Think and Grow Rich. They should not read it because they're not there yet. Think and Grow Rich for me is trying to build a house on the first level up. You need to have a foundation.
Okay.
By having the foundation, now you can read all those personal development because now you're growing. But in the beginning, you're a seed. You need some basic stuff. As for instance, I have Austin. I can't give Austin a steak yet. He has to. You got to keep it simple. We got to give him milk. All right. And our milk for this one is 30-30-30. 30 reading, 30 audio. That is no more than the intro. All right. It's nothing. It's just quick. My favorite section is for my mentor and friend. All right. And we put that section there. Tell you exactly what to say. Understand it is no more than a sorting. You edify someone else. When somebody say, what do you do? Who has helped you? It's okay to say somebody else is helping you. Because what I see on Facebook is a bunch of lies. I have people saying, Brian, I want to get started. Great. We all good on everything, correct? Yeah. Let me show you how you can enroll. credit card got declined. But you said you made $4,500 yesterday. Brian, I lied. I'm faking it till I make it.
Oh.
And,
Okay.
and this happens all the time. And so when I tell people that with the mindset is that just be real. If you're brand new, you tell them that you're brand new, and then you just add up fire and you brag about somebody else. The money's coming to you anyway. And then you understand gift and results, meaning understand just the highs and lows in this industry. That's why people that follow me on Facebook, you never know if I'm having a bad day. You just know that everything is cool, but you never know. That's how I operate this business. I don't personally brag every day. I show people my lifestyle. I have another way of attraction when people know that I'm a real person. All right?
Okay.
And that Rhonda Burns is something, let me just put it there. But this is in an Entrepreneur Global Network. If you are on someone's list, definitely find out their list, their affiliate link, and join our wonderful company. So the truth about sales. Salespeople are not born. It's a skill that you work every single day. Wolf of Wall Street, he took below average people and got them success because he had a proven system of a system that worked. System of the system that worked. There are so many people, and I want people in 2015 to pay attention and stop with the hype. Take a look at the leaders and ask yourself, are they duplicating? Most of the time it's heck no, or another word. Because sales is all about skills. So when you think of sales, I want you to think of sorting through a deck of cards. You have your low numbers all the way to the aces. Our goal is to understand if somebody has a negative attitude, we give them a 2 and we throw that card out the deck.
Okay.
We're not in the convincing business, because if I got to convince you to join, I need to convince you to stay, and I have to convince you to get going. We don't do that. We are adults, and I tell people this: if you're not producing, what will happen in your 9-to-5 job?
You will lose it.
Yeah, you will lose it.
You will lose it.
And I tell people, look at how people decorate their office, their cubicle, their office. They have their children. They have all this stuff on their desk. That is called your why, your inspiration, your dream. When you're tired of going to that terrible meeting and you know no one's not getting anything accomplished, you look at your desk and saying, I'm doing it for them. So when you do this business of home-based business and internet marketing, whatever you want to call it, you need to decorate your desk too, as if you at work.
Right.
And you're going through the numbers. We want 10s, jack, queen, kings, and aces, and everyone knows someone that is doing better than they are. All right? That's just the way life goes, and it's A-okay, because truthfully, we want to get their information. We want to get edified, or we want to get referrals out of them. It's not really us to, and I tell people this, don't convince people to do this business. Either they see it or don't. And if they don't see it, it is A-okay. Just do me a personal favor and help me grow my team. You're talking with a good heart. Yes, I will. Actually, my best friend owns a business and looking to get started on social media. Thank you so much. That's the ball game.
Okay.
So facts about sales. And I want to call this Operation Patience. 2% of sales are made on the first contact. So I don't want people to think that I want to get this person and just close them. It's not going to happen. 3% of sales on the second contact. Your third contact, looking at 5%. Fourth contact, you're looking at 10%. But fifth to 12th contact, you look at 80% of sales. Wow.
Those numbers just amaze me every time. Every time.
And I want you to keep that there, because that's a great point. I will show you why. And then you look at your competition. At the end of the day, 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. Either it's one or done. 25% of salespeople make a second contact. 12% of salespeople make 3 contacts and stop. 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts with a prospect. You have no competition. You really don't. I tell people that. Once you understand how to generate leads on a consistent basis with personal development and understanding the sales stuff, you're there.
And these contacts are, Brian, that also consists of touches on the Facebook group and the emails and stuff like that. I have to say, because I had such a huge reaction to the ad I ran that I almost shut myself down because I had so many people to respond to.
That's a great thing.
It's a great
Congratulations.
thing, but it's like, okay, but still that's not working because I have this whole pile that I can't even get through. So I got to figure out a way to move them into the system faster.
Okay.
Because we're messaging right now, it's all happening through messaging on Facebook, and that's well, obviously the holidays and the kids being home at Christmas made a big difference. But anyway, so I'm just wondering. So those touches my point is are those conversations between the salesperson and the prospect, or does that include the stuff that we're doing online?
Yeah, a touch is defined as an email that's being sent, autoresponders being sent, a broadcast, a blog that you share, a YouTube video, anything that you have in our mastermind group. And in our mastermind group that Rob and I that we have is a group of people that's taking a look at our opportunity. They sent us a friend request, and they gave us permission to be added to our mastermind group. We have a mastermind group so that people really have a community. It's just to really say this person's not selling me, but this person is providing me value and content. And now when the time is right, Rob will be the first one on my list that I will contact and say, I want to join your opportunity because you've been giving me so much trust. I understand that you love to help people and you want nothing in return. Can I please have your link and join? So that is a contact. A contact is any time that you receive a message. Great question.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the previous slide. Only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts with a prospect. How is that possible? The answer is this. It's organization. So when I have someone say, well, Brian, I saw your Facebook PPC ad. I clicked on it. I opted in. I love the contact. Great. Shoot me a friend request quickly, and let's talk a little bit more. And then what I do on my end, on my spreadsheet, I put their name. Later on in conversation, they want to provide me their phone number. I use it. I'm not scared to talk to people. Facebook URL, interested, follow-up, referrals, edify business partner, notes. That's how I am able, and I know a lot of folks are like, this guy won't go away. Or this person realized, like one person said, Brian, you reached out to me 20 times. I want to join your $497 program. I said, dude, really? I haven't talked to you in a while. I said, I've just been watching your emails and your webinars, and I'm like, sweet. All right, here's my link. And my favorite line is this. I said, it seems like that we're good on all the areas. That's correct? Yeah. Here's my link. If you need me to walk you through it, take you less than 30 seconds. Nope. I seen your webinar how to get started. Made $497, just like that.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. So the ultimate rules. This is so true. People do business with people who they know, like, trust, and are real. We're not taking a picture that's money and saying that it's us. It's not about the money. It's really not. Money is a reward of you doing well. That's what I tell folks. So at the end of the day, you're dealing with non-marketers versus marketers. What are the difference? Let's say that you're talking to someone on Facebook. You can click on their Facebook page and click About Me, and then you will find everything you need to know about that person. If it's Instagram, same thing. If it's LinkedIn, it's the same thing. If it's Google Plus, it's the same thing. When I tell people this is that once you understand how to generate leads, and once you're able to communicate the right way, you can print money. It's all about you going out there and making it happen. That's the truth. So I get a lead through a solo ad. The person sends me an email. I say, great question, add me as a friend. I'm going to, let's make the person name is Joseph. Right?
Okay.
So Joseph taking a look at the stuff. And then what I want to do is have a great conversation, not about anything other than Joseph. What I want to do is have 3 positive exchanges. And I noticed by Joseph's profile, he's not even in online or MLM. Joseph's just a regular dude across the street. That's who he is. He's a regular guy.
Okay.
And I said, Joseph, what do you do for a living? He would tell me his profession. I can kindly write it down. How long, in this one here, I can say, how long have you been in your regular business? I'm an engineer, work for the federal government, da-da-da-da-da. What do you like most about your job? Brian, nothing. Okay, what do you like to do for fun? He tell me his passion then. But then I say, well, can you help me out, Joseph? My company is expanding your area, and who do you know right now who needs to make some extra money part-time? He's going to say, Brian, I know a couple of people. I will say who, because it makes sense to say who, right? He's going to say, well, my aunt, everybody. Okay, now how about you? Heck yeah. Well, listen, take a look at this information so that you're comfortable referring people to me. How soon can you take a look at it?
Okay.
Have you noticed that this is something that doesn't sound selly at all? A lot of people are not sales type. Only less than 2% of people are sales type. So you need to develop a winning strategy for the 98%, because the other 2% of the industry will ruin your life. They are knuckleheads. They think they know it all, and they don't know anything. That's why they always go into company to company, and they still not duplicating. I'm not saying no one's name. Y'all can figure it out for yourselves. Just being real. But this approach is simple. But the key is how soon can you take a look at this, Joseph? As soon as possible. Great. Schedule a time to follow up with them. Great job. That's simple. Write it down on Google Calendar.
Okay, so you're saying, okay, now pretend like, no, this is one of the people that answered an ad online. Same thing, I guess.
Okay.
Right? And you're saying, how soon can you look at it?
Yep.
And make a plan to follow up.
Bingo. Now, on your end will be a little bit different, because on this one is non-marketer. If they're responding to your ad,
sorry, I jumped. You're right. I'm sorry, I jumped.
No, that's a great question. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay. So now it's a marketer. So now I'm looking at it. So let's say Matt contacted me. I'm looking at his stuff. Matt is cool. He's been in the industry. He responded to my ad that I posted in a group. Hey, Matt, what's going on? How long have you been in this great industry? If he responded to your ad, you probably know that he needs some assistance.
Yeah.
That's in your deck of cards that you know.
Yes.
All right. So now you're saying, how long have you been in this great industry? First of all, you're saying great because everyone's always want to talk negative about their company. You're killing them with kindness without you really doing anything. Oh, well, Robin doing this and that, and it's just not working. Okay, well, but you say, well, what motivated you to choose this great industry? I wanted to be financially free.
Okay.
I wanted to live the life that I always wanted to live. But Robin, this has been a total nightmare. Well, how are you currently generating your leads offline and online? I don't. What are some of your successes and challenges? What successes? Challenges is everything, is being a challenge. Well, who do you know right now that needs to get more leads in their business to overcome their changes? Who do you know? Me. How soon can you take a look at this information? I can give you my information right now so that you're comfortable referring other people, including yourself. But you always want to say other people because that's not being selling. By you saying other people, it actually do two things. One, it shows Matt there's no pressure in your end. Number two, there's no pressure in you trying to be a salesperson.
Okay.
We deal with psychology. And when I did this, and I tell you this is a truth. I remember one time I was arguing with my good friend who helped me with his mentor, and I was thinking more than two people, right? And I was like, man, I suck. And I was looking at other opportunities, and it interfered on my progression. And then my good friend said, we need to talk, and we need to have a heart-to-heart conversation.
Okay.
And he said, when do you want to have this heart-to-heart conversation? I said, right now. He said, no, you're acting emotional. He said, when is the day that nothing's not around you so that you can be laser focused? And I said, okay, such and such day. He said, all right, fine then. And when we talk, I want the house completely quiet, or you need to go somewhere quiet. And I said, okay. So when we spoke, he checked me. It was some not so good words, but I was being selfish. And I was looking at the opportunities and everything. And this is my boy, my good, close friend. And he said, you need to knock it off. He said, you want to be phony? You want to be part-time? You want to be full-time? Let me know. Because if you want to be phony and part-time, I'm not wasting my time with you. I said, I want to be full-time. He said, give me 90 days. You do exactly what I say. You got to shut up. I said, all right. But he said, if you don't do what I tell you to do, I'm quitting you. And I said, cool. What happened was that I stayed laser focused, and he gave me exactly this blueprint. I went from sponsoring 2 people to now 20.
In how much time?
Me, 3 weeks.
Wow. Okay.
I'm a quick learner once I get my groove. But
right.
What happened, though, is that I was pulling in a different direction, that I just needed this one playbook and this one playbook only. I was looking at YouTube videos. I was looking at Google. I was looking at blogs. I was following people on Facebook. It sounds like 1,000,000% of people do currently right now. But yet pick one playbook. So I took one playbook, and now I got 30 or 20, whatever. It was a nice commission check. But then what happened now was that I got comfortable. But my friend said this: you was no more than a seed in the soil, and don't worry about what's going to crop, what will grow, what will harvest, because you are seed. You have to put as many seed in the soil as possible. And so what I did was increase my activities. Now I went from closing from 20 to now 40. And it got to a point where I said, this industry is so simple. I got in the way of my success. My ego got in the way. I wanted to close people. Instead, I needed to help people to get the information so that they can do what they want to do. So then they can either say, this is for me. If not, cool. Then here's your referrals, Brian. You did a great job. I'm saying, wow, this is terrific.
Okay.
And then I'm learning more marketing now. It's a correlation between the two. So the follow-up tools that once I got comfortable, I'm saying, and I have my sheet of paper right on my computer with the questions. And I said, let me start using Skype. Let me start using Google Hangouts. Because it was using those tools, those free tools, was helping me close more deals. I can handle with my regular job up to 5 appointments a night. So I had my time. I made sure that I spent time with my family, and I communicated with my wife that, hey, I want to do this, to blah, 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 blah. She was on board because she saw a change in me. And the funny thing about it, in my regular job, my sales job, I was closing bigger and larger accounts without even selling.
Because you were applying stuff.
Bingo.
So if you, okay, go ahead.
Yeah. No, we got it. No, yeah. What question do you have right now?
Well, I'm just thinking, okay, so you would say, okay, so tonight I'm going to do 5 appointments. And about how long would you take with each appointment? Because what I'm running into is the time frame. And so instead of saying, I like that, instead of saying, okay, I'm going to do 5 appointments today.
Yep.
You know, I kind of shut down because I have like 20 people sitting there waiting. And I'm like, I can't talk to 20 people.
No, the thing is that you now have to take control of your calendar. You have to have a set time, what days that you can take appointment, and you have to be honest with these people. I want to give you the respect as far as time. I have 20 minutes to give you on Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays. These are the times. What worked best for you will work best for me.
Okay. Okay.
That's how you do it. Skype and Hangouts, because I need to make sure that I'm maximizing my time correctly. Because I have my sheet of paper already, and all I'm doing is reading and recording notes. That's it.
Okay.
And just my follow-up question. So what I look right now, actually, let me go forward. Let me go next.
So you really are just kind of going through those questions, getting the information, having the conversation.
If this is so simple. Like, I know you're saying to yourself, this cannot be true. But it is. So now, on my follow-up, this is what I say. First, you want to make sure that you're using your time wisely. Hey, Joseph, do you have a chance to watch the information that we scheduled? No. Okay, let's reschedule for a better time because it's very important for you to watch this information because 9.5 out of 10 question that you may have will be answered. It's really that good.
Okay, all right.
And reschedule. Because what you're doing is, again, you're sorting. You're sorting for people that are serious or not. So I want you to think in your mind, if this person, what's this card number? Because the more and more you talk to people, like, man, this is the ace here. You only need to get 5 to 10. What do they say? Like 20% of. They said 20. They said 10 or 15 good people responsible of 80% of your income.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So Joseph said, well, Brian, take a look at everything. This is great. Great, Joseph. What do you like most? You echo it. You say it down and you echo because it's positive thoughts in a person's mind. Is there anything else did you like? Yeah, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Who do you know who would benefit from this program? My mom, because she's doing Mary Kay. She's getting, it's not doing too good. Okay. Bingo, you got a referral from that person.
Okay.
All right. And then from there, you say, how do you see yourself getting started? Because right now, it seems like you're good to go. Robin, you are absolutely correct. Signing up takes less than 30 seconds. We take PayPal, MasterCard, Visa, American Express. I can walk you through how simple it is to sign up. Great. People are like, huh? What? See, the thing is with all
you know what, Brian, we've gone through this a few times, and I'm like, again, I'm just like, okay, I think I got it.
It's the truth.
I've been like, okay, all right.
I
got it. You're just going to have this conversation.
You got to have the conversation.
Okay.
But this is the key, though. I use Skype or Google Hangout to share my screen. But what is this like? Share the videos. Think about 1 or 2 trainings that inspire you, that help you get over the hump. It's that simple. Because everything you say is, it seems to me that we're pretty good on all cylinders, right? Yeah. Well, sign up takes less than 30 seconds. We take PayPal, MasterCard, you get your username and password, and this what happens next. You follow day number 1.
And I want to stop and point out to anyone who's listening to this for the future is that this will work, because I'm sitting here, I'm going through this and thinking exactly this can happen on EGN and it can happen with your MLM, whatever your product or opportunity is. These same questions work.
I'll tell you this, Rob, you will laugh at this. In my old job, when I was selling office supply, I did the same thing. Had my little setup questions, and I'm in one of my largest contracts with $300,000, right?
Yeah.
And I said the same thing. I said, what do you like most about our program? Because I sent her an overview, the vice president. Well, I'm sorry, the CFO. And I said, what else did you like? And I said, who would benefit? She said, well, our procurement. We want to reduce our procurement costs by 25%. I said, well, we can definitely do that. So we did a little site survey there, gave her the stuff. And I said, well, such and such, seemed like they'd be good to go, huh? Brian, yeah, where do I sign a contract? Seriously, I'm being honest.
It's funny. Okay, all right. Okay, I hear you.
And I tell people this is that by you taking the fear of being sold away, and they're saying, wow, I like Robin Baker, it's know, like, trust, and know that you're real.
Okay.
And this is the funny part. This is the funny part that we're talking about now. Now, what happened if they have questions? I love that. First, foremost, do not pitch and make promises.
Okay.
3 questions in a row edify your teammates using Facebook.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
3 questions in a row. Some people want to ask questions just to be a knucklehead.
Yeah. Yeah, people get pretty chatty sometimes.
Because some people in this business want friends that not make money.
Right.
And so when they start asking questions, say, hey, I'm very busy, and I see that you're definitely interested in doing business, but you need to talk to my business partner. He or she is doing extremely well, and they love helping people. Let's say that again. Hey, I want to cut you short really quick, but hey, I got to go to another meeting. I'm very, very busy. I got another appointment, but hey, I want to work with you, but hey, you need to talk to my business partner. He or she is doing extremely well and love helping people.
Okay.
And now what should be done and what we're actually implementing right now is a video to showcase more training, because the person actually could be really serious.
Okay.
And it means that the person just needs to see more video to see, okay, I see this entry level, but I saw that there's more levels. I need to get more of this stuff. So now there should be another video to answer that question. So now when you're done edifying a person and when your business partner follow up, it's a walk in the park, because truthfully, you did a great job. Now what happens now is that the person needs to say, now who's the person that's working with you? Because you sound like that you're too good, and somebody's going to say, this is too good to be true.
Yeah.
And that's why I want to connect on Facebook, and that's why it's very important to make sure that you partner with the right person, because there are going to be some folks that's going to say, I'm not following over your people. You're doing this business all alone. And you're going to say, well, you told me that you'll be there for me. They lie to you. Not fair. Not good. Your business partner want to follow up for you, because guess what? The person get a piece of your pie anyway.
Yeah.
So you got to be there. That is your obligation. And I tell people this, if somebody does not want to be a teammate or a business partner, they should not be doing network marketing, because it's about leverage. How you gonna build a leverage to somebody that hates people? That doesn't make sense. And so now the key is, after you introduce them, you want to follow up yourself within 24 to 48 hours. Because out of sight, out of mind. 48 hours is too long, but I give people 24 to 40 hours, because you never know.
Okay.
So the bonus of objection handling. What is that, Robin? What is that?
A heart.
There you go. All right. And that arrow, and what is that? What is that? A person, right?
Yes.
When you handle objections, and you're a wonderful mother, we recognize personalities. Like Chris and I, we get in an argument or something like that. I say, do I have permission to go there? My favorite line in this business. Can I coach you on that? Or can I give you some free coaching? People, oh, this is so good. First of all, look at the psychology here. Can I coach you on that? People don't have coaching. And you don't say the curse word of F-R-E-E, free. Can I coach you on that? Or can I give you some free coaching? If that person is going to say no, you don't even talk to that person again. You click where it says unfriend. That person is toxic and will jeopardize your success and your growth in your business.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Or they say, well, not right now, Robin. I actually got to. My wife is cooking some dinner. I got to go. But we will discuss this when we get back. Because, yes, I want some free coaching.
Right. Right. Yes. Okay.
Because we just can't hop and assume. Because when you look at Dr. Phil, when he tried to give you some advice, people roll their eyes like, man, this guy's a Mr. Know-it-all, but he got divorced 3 times, 2 times by the same woman. I'm telling you, you got to have permission to go there. That is their heart. All right? Because if the heart say yes, then it's going to bring you in. You building trust and rapport. And network marketing is all about relationship. So some objections. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of them. I have no money. Is this a pyramid? How much money have you made? Oh, I tried this before, and it didn't work. Oh, man, this company took all my money. Can I coach you on that?
Would you say that?
Absolutely. They need to be coached. Well, what do you mean it's a pyramid? Can you tell me more? And my other line is, tell me more. Can you tell me more about this pyramid? Well, you know, the pyramid. What do you mean pyramid? Elaborate. Tell me more. I don't. Can you mind if I coach you on that? Sure. It's not a pyramid. It's the fact that these folks are truly wants to be successful, but they're not being coached the right way. It's not a pyramid. It's just the fact that they failed in generating leads and branding themselves and building that relationship. But with our program, what I have found out, that is more than just that. And that's why I was able to bring in 30 people in 1 month. And if I can do that, so can you. I have no money.
Okay.
What do you mean you have no money? You have a job? Yeah. How you put gas in your car? Tell me more. Tell me about that. Yeah, can I coach you on that? Absolutely. You can do this because I was in a tough financial standpoint too, but guess what? I got focused in 90 days. Within 90 days, I was able to bring an additional $1,500 to my income per month. How much money have you made? I just got started. That's a great question. But you need to talk to my business partner. My business partner has more than 200 people in, and I am lucky to work with that person to be successful.
There you go. That's a key right there.
Edify someone else. So more stuff. Share your why. Can I tell you about this? Let me tell you something. Can I coach you on that? I'm doing this business so that my wife don't have to work 80 hours a week, so that she can spend time with our young boy. Does that make sense? Yeah, makes sense. But guess what? Let me introduce you to my business partner. Let me business partner Kevin. Great father, wonderful guy, worked extremely hard. And I just use Facebook. Hit the little button right there with the 2 hands. Let them talk. I did a job well done. That person knows that. That person didn't know who else is going on. This is truly duplication.
Okay. All of that's very doable. I think the key, honestly, for myself, is to slow down the. I don't know, because that takes a little bit of time.
It should.
It should. It's okay. But what I have found is I'm bringing in too many people and then not talking to anybody because I feel so overwhelmed.
Yep.
And so, I guess in the way that we're doing it with EGN, we would contact them. They would be interested. We would put them in our group.
Mm-hmm.
They would look at the video, and then we'd schedule a time to follow up after. Yep. Say, I'm going to give you this information. When should we chat again? That's what I should be doing, right?
How soon? Yep. How soon can we talk? Within 24 to 48 hours. If anything more than 3 days, they will forget about you, and then you would do such a great job that the next person that someone talks to, that person will sign up because you did a great job. The person now believes in making money online now, or in any other MLM.
Yeah, because that actually makes sense, and I got to tell you, that's what I have not been doing. I put them in, and then that's all.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to put them in and say, you'll look through the information, and when can we follow up?
Yep. And there's going to be times where people would see this stuff, and by you following up with that person, they're just going to buy immediately.
Okay.
Like that guy with the $497.
Okay.
He said, Brian, I'm buying it. Because I tell people this is when you generate traffic and when you're able to provide content, like this is content, this is a webinar, and then you showcase people what you have learned, because these are parts in this training that I use in other trainings, but then I just added more to it by me learning more about this.
Yeah, and let me tell you, again, I'm going to say this to other people that are listening to this, that everybody needs this information. It is not hard to attract people that are looking for this information. This is and once you understand the value of what's behind the closed doors and like their 3-day passes and stuff like that will help get that point across even further. You won't have trouble. It's a matter of getting this system down, like Brian is teaching us now, and that's what I needed, because I had dropped the ball. I was getting them interested, getting them in the group, but I was not doing this. So that's my next step, Brian.
That's why. And the thing is that I have seen every training for every company. It's the same stuff. It really is. As far as if I'm allowed to vomit. People talk about Facebook. People talk about Facebook PPC. They talk about Facebook retargeting. They talk about Instagram with Instagram. You got LinkedIn with software. You got Google Plus. You got SEOs. You got blogs. You got viral blogs there. You got solo ads. You got pay-per-view. You got other PPC stuff. But at the end of the day, I have seen it all. But I have not seen a program that can take someone and it really tell them about personal development.
Right.
And the thing is, when I see people say, well, read this darn book. I ain't reading no book right now if I don't have the foundation. I'm not.
Yeah.
I won't. But
well,
the key
if you don't have this A to B to C and this kind of information to get you, no matter how positive your mindset is, if you don't know how to attract the people, get them in a group, and then, Robin, follow up with them, set a time. I think that's the point, is that when you put them in, set the time then to follow up so that they know you're going to follow up.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that is the truth. And that's why I tell people, don't compare yourself to other people, because truth be told, a lot of folks ain't making that much money because they quit.
Yeah.
Like for instance, I talked to a couple of people that's on the verge of quitting, and we did an assessment, and they all gave themselves the same review. I thought this wouldn't be easy. Well, it can be if you follow directions. Well, I wasn't focused. I was doing multiple things. In this business, you can only allow yourself two opportunities, and this is the truth.
What do
Two opportunities meaning what you want to promote. If you promote more than two things, actually you can. I'm going to tell you people the honest truth. To be extremely successful, like a six-figure monthly earner, most of them promote one thing. Or if they promote another, it's a coaching platform to build that trust and relationship. So then with the low-ticket stuff, they get cash coming in so that they can join the person's primary business. Now, that's another way to do it. Now, for someone that want to do a third opportunity, you need to learn how to outsource. And when you outsource, then you're fine.
Yeah, you would definitely. No, the time, as much as it's great. I mean, and for me, being a mom, and I know Kristen's now in that situation, and that's really my niche. Although, all sorts of people respond to me. But it's true for dads too. There is only so much time in a day. And I think my big thing going into 2015 is lots of people doing a little bit. Lots of people doing a little bit is really what the MLM is all about. And if you can do that little bit, if everybody can be doing that little bit effectively, now we're getting somewhere.
It was so funny. When I tell people this is that I started out, and I remember my wife was like, don't spend all this money because we were about to get married. And I said, okay, I'm going to focus on relationship and Craigslist. I was bringing in 100 people in a month in one opportunity. And
if anybody is not in, if anyone's listening to this that's not in AGN, you need to get in simply for Brian's Craigslist stuff. Yeah. I joke you not about that. Same thing. I'm telling you, I can bring them in. I have not figured out how to close them. And a lot of how I bring them in is what I've learned from Brian. You will have more people than you know what to do with, I promise.
It's about communication, and then what happens is you don't do too much. You just do enough, and I tell people this, just focus on one strategy till you know like the back of your hand. All right? And then you learn more, and you dive into paid traffic. And then what you actually do now is you do two things, which I don't tell people, which is the truth. I tell people that. You outsource, and you focus on your team. That's how you get to $5,000 to $10,000 a month, actually. It's not you doing it. If you're the only one doing something and your team's not duplicating, you need to change your membership site.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's the truth. Like, seriously, that's the truth. So,
lots of people doing a little bit. Lots of people. Because there's only a little bit of time. I don't care if you're not working. You're running to soccer practice. You're doing dishes and laundry. You're doing homework. I mean, there's only a little bit of time.
Yeah. And Mia got some good points I'm looking at that. She said the amount of contacts you make with people was very helpful. I need to interact more. You can interact more, definitely. There's a lot of softwares out there that I use for Facebook. I niche market a lot. My niche is the home-based business, so I use software to attract laser target people, and I do run PPC campaigns. And the way in which I structure my email marketing, we do another training on that, is I build a relationship. I don't promote every day about EGN. I give free training away and I want nothing in return. I even do a Facebook PPC campaign. If somebody would say, well, Brian, you spent $70 on your campaign for nothing in return, no opt-in pages. And I said, yeah, but on Saturday I realized I made $779.85.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. And let's see another one. Sean said, you say you wouldn't give someone Think and Grow Rich in the beginning. As far as a training, no, I won't, because it's too advanced. You need, in our training site, we had the basic for a conversation. And I tell people this, I could generate limited leads online, and I can do the same thing offline as well. And it's all because of our mindset training. Our mindset training is duplicatable so that a little kid can get success. This business is about duplication. Now, Think and Grow Rich, I can offer that as a lead magnet. All right, something I put on my capture page in order for someone to exchange their credentials, such as their name and email. Excuse me, because they want that. But as far as a training purpose, I won't do it yet, but I will do that as far as our second or our third level because they're building it. Think of you building a house. You want to have the basic stuff as the foundation as the concrete. Everything else, as far as like your fixtures, your glass, your doorknob, things like that, that's Think and Grow Rich because now they have the foundation. Now they can build upon that with Think and Grow Rich and Cold Call, The Waste of Time by Frank Roboscus, The Secret Sales Letter and all that stuff.
No, I agree, but if you don't have this format to bring people in and be talking to them in the first place. The other thing is, and I will say this again about what Brian's methods and everything is that you do have enough, you do end up having enough seeds. This is the first, I mean, I was like, yeah, but I only have these few little seeds to plant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's not true anymore with this, with with this type of marketing.
It's branding. I can mention. Let's talk about some of the people who helped me get along this way. I think about Cedric Harris. He started out the same way. Now he has a brand. People don't know about what he did in the past to get where he's at. My good friend Rodney Burton, awesome guy, great friend, doing extremely well. Guess what? He started low and look where he's at today. Toby and Layla, all right? They was living in the bottom of a basement under a bar. Now they're making tons of money. Lawrence Tam, he was an engineer that lived in Sugar Land, Texas. I love that name. All right, and he was an engineer and he built his business and now he's living the life. David Wood, owner of Empower Network, this guy was living in a van and now he's making, I can't tell you the amount of money, but he's doing extremely well. But the thing is that when you look at documentation of people, know their origin, know where they came from. And then you start saying, wow, if I focused in the beginning, or Tracy Walker, she's wonderful. She focused in the beginning, then over time, she started building her brand. Now people coming to her and like, hey, I just want to sign up, Tracy, because you're awesome.
Because you're Tracy. It's true.
And that's it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Brian, this is amazingly helpful. That little piece in the middle was that whole little conversation. I don't know why I couldn't hear it before. But
no, I tell people this, that it's so simple that people say it won't work. And I say that's duplication. You're doing something that's like a cartwheel. I can't do a cartwheel. But you say, well, Brian, if you can walk somewhere and do this. And I'm like, I can do that. Because guess what? It seems like that we all good on everything. Well, I can give you my link and we can sign up right now. Everyone can say that.
Right.
Just like church. When you go to church, the preachers say, don't worry about you preaching because we understand that people have the fear of talking, public speaking, but you can sit there and say, hey, how's the sermon? Do you need any water? You need some cranberry? Just let me know. That's what you do. And you just get compensated.
Well, and the other thing is you got to try it.
This is true.
You got to try it. It's interesting. Usually things like that, when people actually walk through them, including myself, it's like, oh my gosh, that actually works. Yep. You do think it's not going to work. You think it's too simple. But for me, my goal is to spend, the next few weeks simply walking through this with. I mean, I have got plenty of seeds.
Yep, and personal development.
I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna try it. If you want, we can have a follow-up call, and I'll let you know how it goes.
No, we can do a case study, and I tell people this: it was exactly at 2:30 on a Friday. And then I listened to my mentor's call. And I listened to my mentor's call on that Wednesday. And then I worked on it and worked on it and worked on it and worked on it and worked on it.
Oh, I lost you. You worked on what?
This is personal development. I'll tell you a little bit later which was this because it's on the internet. It's online right now. But I inbox you. But I did this training. I immediately sent a support ticket, and I was literally, I'm not going to lie, I was closing everybody.
Huh.
And I said...
We'll do that. This is Friday the 2nd. We can come back on Friday the 9th if you want to and see what happens this week.
Absolutely.
All right.
So that's good. So, all right. So other than that, I think we have no other question, but this is a really good a really good session here. We got a quick little evening webinar, and everyone has great questions. And whoever invited you, send them an inbox. Get more information about EGN or anything out there. And if anyone that got connected on a field link that want to talk to me too, feel free. We can do a quick 15-minute Google Hangout or Skype call. But other than that, that's it. So, Robin, you have any questions, or are we all set?
I think we're all set.
All right, everybody, take care, and we are done broadcasting.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.